All right, move over, kids. We're about 1 hour late than usual, but that's okay. Thankfully, we've got the whole cast of characters here: David, Devin, and William. So, what's up, guys? How are you tonight?
Pretty good so far.
So far, so good. I have the thumbnail as I think Luigi. So
Luigi.
we're almost there. We are so close to Luigi's Mansion. Devin, are you salivating just hearing it?
Yeah, yeah. I really am. I did the pre-order on Target for that tote bag just the other day, so I'm excited.
And how about you, William? Where are you going to end up getting Luigi's Mansion?
Um, I'll grab it eventually. It's one that's on the back burner at the moment.
That's
but,
a day
I do
3
wanna pick
buy.
it up.
A day 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I'm gonna get it. I've been like, wait, I thought I was gonna really get into Witcher 3, but Witcher 3 kind of intimidated me, and so I didn't really get into Witcher 3. Look, my lovely wife is giving me a Diet Coke, I think.
Yep,
So,
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. So,
Speaking of drinks, I went to Wendy's earlier today, and
Okay, there we
I think
go.
I think they got rid of my favorite soda there,
What's your favorite soda?
berry root beer.
Berry root beer. I've never even heard of that. I mean, I've heard of
Yeah,
berries
it
and
was-
I've heard of root beer.
Yeah, it was one of their exclusive flavors, and I think it's gone now.
R.I.P. Wendy's Berry Root Beer. If Wendy's wants to
Yeah.
sponsor us, or McDonald's, or Burger King, we're open. But you got to bring back the berry root beer.
But McDonald's, I like getting that tropical berry Sprite,
Tropical
or
berry
the
Sprite.
tropical mix Sprite, or it's
Is that-
tropical mix. I can't remember what they call it.
Is that exclusive?
To them, yes.
Oh, interesting. Learn something new every day. There's a window in front. Don't worry about that, guys. I'm trying to get to the chat to see if there's anyone chatting. We are an hour late, so maybe everybody went to bed. And in Texas, where I'm at, the Astros are playing, but like everybody's all like, I was at work tonight, and everybody was like, just we gotta get home and watch the Astros, and I'm just like, I gotta get home and talk Nintendo. So, what have you guys been playing, William?
I've been playing Anthem on
Anthem?
the PS4.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I'm up to the 5th dungeon in Link's Awakening.
Okay. I got right to the end of Link's Awakening, and I couldn't beat it. We've got Rodriguez, big fan. Hi, how are you? And Isaiah says PlayStation sucks. I tend to agree. Actually, I might not agree. I kind of like PlayStation, but I don't own one. Like if someone put a gun to my head and said, would you play? Well, if someone put a gun to my head, I would do whatever they told me to do, to tell you the truth. But if they were like, a fake gun to my head and said, do you like PlayStation? I'd be like, yeah, they're all right, I guess. But whenever
I tend not to console fanboy over stuff, so I cannot agree with that comment, even if he was saying it about Xbox.
I do fanboy over it, and I'm always like, yes, Nintendo won the console war. But at the end of the day, I don't care that much. I'm just kind of like, I want Nintendo to win every single time, and then after that, I'm kind of just like, whatever. Riley, hello. Isaac Turner, hello.
I played that Dragon Quest demo today.
Yeah, did you?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on Dragon Quest? I know EPS 5000 is a huge fan of it. What are your thoughts?
I liked it, man. To be honest, the main reason I played it this morning was to get the exclusive Spirit for Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you get Toggle as a Spirit if you play the demo.
Okay.
So I did that. But I was really intrigued by the gameplay. But Joy-Con drift started happening, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. So that's why I
Is this
never
your
played
first
my
experience with Joy-Con drift?
No, I've been experiencing it since I bought the Switch.
Okay. I've experienced it. I even have a video on how to get rid of it. So you need to recalibrate it and see if that works. If it doesn't, then you might have legit Joy-Con drift.
Yeah, I haven't I haven't had any luck with the recalibrating.
Okay, then you're probably legit.
Yeah, so but I have the first model, and I know you can fix it with like styrofoam and paper clips and whatnot, but I don't think I care that much.
Yeah.
Okay, MacGyver.
Right.
Yeah, at a certain point, you shouldn't really have to do all of that.
And I hear the Joy-Cons are deceptively hard to fix. Like
really
the way to unscrew it, have certain screwdrivers and make sure that it. Like,
oh yeah, there is a special screwdriver that's not just American made. And Destiny Little, what's up? Watching from work. Hello. Riley says, clean it under the rubber fold. That might help you.
Rubber fold. Okay.
The rubber fold. So, so what else? What also enticed you about Dragon Quest? Like, how far did you get in? An hour, 2 hours, 15 minutes?
I would say probably about 10, 20 minutes.
Okay.
I got far enough to kind of see the overworld landscape and to fight. All I fought was some slimes, and they were really fun to fight. It's like this thing is the flagship mascot of the series, but it's also an enemy, which is really unique if you ask me. It's like if you were to play a Kirby game and Bronto Burt is the face of the cover or something. You know what I mean?
Well, in my opinion, Kirby is the main bad guy in the Kirby games.
Hey, you could be right, man. But other than that, I think the music was really nice. The 2D sprite mode was welcoming. And I like the artwork, and I like the way it plays on the Switch. It's really nice. It honestly looks like it does on the PS4, if you ask me.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying, I know it's the definitive edition, but that's what a lot of people are saying. The Switch might not get first dibs, but they get the best that you're gonna get. Usually, not always. I've been hearing mixed on Overwatch, even though right now, not to get political, I'm not really I don't think I'd be buying any Blizzard products right now anyways, but I heard that some people saying that Overwatch it's too much, and then I heard some people saying, that's not the case, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah. I heard Overwatch 2 got leaked or something, and it makes me think if that thing would come to the Switch ever. Seeing that the Overwatch is already on the Switch, I wonder what they would have to do to the engine to tweak it to get a Switch version day one.
I don't think day one anything is happening on the Switch. Didn't they just what's the game that you're playing right now, Devin? Outer Limits?
Outer Worlds. It was supposed to originally come out on just the PS4 and Xbox, and then I think they said they were going to do Switch afterwards. Sorry, and it's not going to be out until June.
Oh, June. I really want that game. Now we are mainly a Nintendo podcast, but what are your thoughts of Outer Worlds right now?
Because I really like Fallout, I enjoy the game a lot. I actually was itching to play it as soon as we're done again. But it handles just like Fallout, so it's like Fallout in space with a western-y kind of feel to it. People are saying it's like a spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas.
I could see that. I can see it. Now, do you know anything about the creators? What did they do? Did they go from did they stop doing Fallout for any reason and went to Outer Worlds, or do you know anything about that situation? Why is it a spiritual successor?
Friend of mine, Sarah, I think, said that it was the same developer that did New Vegas or something like that. That's all I really know. She told me about it years ago when they first announced the idea of it, and then I just picked it up when it came out. That was all I know.
Okay. We had a couple great questions in the chat. First off, Riley's birthday is coming up. I believe. Oh man, Riley said this a long time ago to me. I think it's the 30th. So happy birthday, Riley! Since by the time this by this time next week, your birthday will have passed. You will be 1 year older. Then we got Matt the Gaming Man. Have you heard credible leakers said that the Nintendo Direct is coming November 5th or 6th, and Terry Bogard will come to Smash sometime next week?
Ooh,
Man, if
okay.
it's the 5th, that's my birthday.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
happy birthday to you as well. Early birthday.
That would be an amazing birthday present.
You know what? I have not heard of I have not heard of credible leakers on the Nintendo Direct happening, but here's the thing. I could tell you right now there's going to be a Nintendo Direct in November because Nintendo usually does that. If you follow the pattern of Nintendo, I can without a doubt tell you right now that next March there's going to be a Nintendo Direct, and then there will also be a Nintendo Direct in June. It's almost like these credible leakers, they're not necessarily, it's just, for the last 3 years, I believe, there has been a Nintendo Direct in November, or the Switch was revealed, or this or that. So I wouldn't give it any credibility other than it's almost like process of elimination. Last year, or this year actually, a lot of people were like, where's our Nintendo Direct in January? Because Nintendo usually does a Nintendo Direct in January, and they didn't for some reason. So there is a chance that there won't be a November Direct, but I wouldn't be surprised. And on top of that, about Terry, the way they dropped... who's your main? David.
Me?
Yeah.
Banjo.
The way they dropped Banjo last time, if there is a Nintendo Direct coming the 5th or 6th, then yeah, I could see them just totally just dropping Terry, saying, yeah, he's
Shadow
available
drop?
right now.
Like a shadow drop?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that would be. And you know what? We would get a drop and probably a tease or a reveal for the next character.
Probably a tease at least.
Yeah, because man, they've been pumping these characters out like it seems every 2 months, and I don't know if we're catching up to the speed of Sakurai's team. You know, maybe he won't have anything ready for us this coming this coming Direct, because he barely had a reveal and a small 10-second video of gameplay. What about for this next character? What if he just has like his render? You know what I mean?
yeah, well, kind of like what they did with kind of like how they did the Joker, maybe.
Maybe.
Actually less.
Less.
I would think they would reveal less, because maybe they would save it. Maybe they would save the reveal of this new 5th DLC character for the Game Awards. You know,
that
the Game
could be
Awards are
true.
big.
Which would be December, November, December. Shout out
month
to
away.
Arizona. Shout out to Arizona. Hey. And I was wrong. Riley's birthday is the 29th. And Militant Pacifist, he's agreeing that the Game Awards will reveal another character, which would make a lot of sense, because Nintendo has released, Bayonetta 3 was revealed at the Game Awards, and then so was the Joker. So having something, having something in their back pocket would be a nice reveal at the Game Awards.
It will be 3 years since Bayonetta 3 was talked about, man.
I think Bayonetta's coming out next year. I really do think.
I think we would get we would actually get a trailer though.
Ooh, an Animal Crossing Direct. That would be interesting, Arizona says.
Ooh, yeah. Hey man, it's only what, 4 months away?
Yeah.
That flew by fast, man.
I know. When they said we weren't gonna get until March, that hurt. That did hurt. So 4 months away, ooh, buddy.
It's coming.
Well, March is also kind of getting away from a lot of the holidays too.
Yeah, I think Animal Crossing would have been a killer Christmas gift though. But
hey,
so
what do you think about Steve-O's comment about the opinion of getting stuff graded, Ken?
Graded. Okay, so what was the question? Getting video games graded. Okay, basically the setup to this is you can take a video game, typically sealed. I think it's like almost unless it's a very rare case, it has to be a sealed game. And then you send it away and put it in a slab, which is a big plastic slab, and then it's graded, 8.5 is the usual grade, but I have seen 9.2s and 9.3s out there. And so when you do that, though, it's a sealed game in a sealed giant plastic. What are your thoughts? I think I can peg William right away. So we'll start with the We'll start with a con. William, I could be wrong, but what do you think about graded games?
Yeah, I'd probably only really do it for a couple games, but I'm not going to go resell my game, so it's not really going to do much for me. Some people do it just so they can resell at a higher price, but there's not much I can really do with something like that.
I went to go get an example of it. This is a graded comic book.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's a graded comic book, 9.0. That's pretty much mint because it goes on a 10 scale.
The way that this comics usually run, 9.8 is sometimes the best that you can get for a comic book. It's very rare that there's ever a 10. And the reason why this one has like the yellow top is because it has a signature down here. But when it comes to video games, I don't know. It really depends on what it is for me.
Yeah, I can see that. How about you, Dave?
What determines a 10, Devin?
Okay, when it comes with a comic book, staple placement, whether the staples have like wearing around where the staples actually go into the paper, whether the cut of the paper is on point, whether it has dents. I don't know. I don't begin to know what they do to actually go about grading a comic book, but there's a lot of work behind it.
I see a comic book being graded is on a harsher scale than a video game because a video game's sealed. So you have to assume that everything's in place, and all you got to do is look at the corners, the actual seal. Does it have the V sealed? Or whatever, the plastic itself.
Like a reshrink or a trifold or whatever.
Yeah, while a comic book, each individual page probably gets worked over.
Right. What was your question to me?
Well, for you, David, what about you? Would you, to me, I would only grade certain things. I'm with you guys. And it wouldn't necessarily, for me, I would only grade something in order to preserve it and protect it. If I have a sealed game, and I do have some sealed games, like I have a sealed Ocarina of Time, and I would love to get that graded just so I could make sure that it never gets, it never drops or something. But I'm probably not going to go out and spend the money for it at the same time just to do it.
Yeah.
But you, David, on the other hand, you have something that I consider. There's a big controversy over the week that Metal Jesus, him and Limited Run Games tried to falsely create a stadium events with some game called I forget what it's called. It's like Eagle Man or something like that, but I believe that you actually have something that is like stadium events game, David, and not many people are aware of it. It's your Lego Jurassic Park with the Dr. Wu figure. That is a game that I would get graded just to make sure because it's so rare. How many people have a sealed copy? Maybe
not a lot.
Maybe
ever since your video that you did with David, I looked randomly just out of curiosity. I've yet to see anything on sale.
Yeah, I actually spoke to our guy yesterday, man, E3 guy. I know he likes his secrecy, so I won't mention it. But he says that he only knows of me being the only one that has it sealed, and the other owners are opened. But that brings to a total of 5 known people, I think.
Yeah, 5 known people with the outer box. There is about there's probably a handful of other people that have the actual game and the figure and the the promo that came with it. But when it comes to sealed, you are the only one that have it. So yours could be graded, even though it wouldn't be graded 9.0. because it had the spider web security shrink wrap on it.
I hate those spider wrap things so
spider
much.
wrap things.
Yeah, well, I
There-
thought
there's
of
a-
me the other day.
There's another
Yeah.
thing I wanted to say about that, but at least the way comics work, I know that there's a census that they have that they'll say at this grade there's been 300 copies of that comic at that grade, and then it goes down the line.
So David,
So,
why don't you get
doesn't
yours
matter if
sealed?
it doesn't matter if his is at like a 5.0 or whatever. If he's like the only 5.0 in existence, that makes it more sought after.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. So, David, why don't you go and get your Lego Jurassic Park? Because I'm serious. Nobody is aware of this. I don't know how nobody is aware of this yet. It's just like very few people seem to like know the existence of this thing, and I've told some people, and I don't know if they look at me like I'm an idiot or what, but like it's such a rare piece, and nobody even knows the story on why it got pulled from the shelves. Why are there only 5 in existence and only 1 sealed? So why don't you get yours graded then? You're never gonna open it.
Well, for starters, I don't know why I haven't gotten it graded. Maybe because I don't know, that's the condition I found it in, so it's more of an image thing than anything. It's almost like if you had possession of the only unicorn in the world, right? You want it to be known that you're the only one that has seen or domesticated this animal, but at the same time you don't want to cage this animal because it has feelings and it has a soul, and right. So it's one of those things. Like,
Your analogy falls short though, because your Wii U box doesn't have feelings and it doesn't have a soul.
Right, but it's more about the interpretation of the thing itself. It's like I found it in this spider wrap thing, this abomination, in this Target on a Tuesday night, and I feel like that has a charm of its own. The fact that it was just there on the shelf, you know. I feel like it holds the same magic and value on my shelf, almost in a similar fashion, collecting a layer of dust, that's in my room kind of thing. It's a weird thing, man. It's kind of like how you'll find collectors that like keeping stickers on cartridges like this, like Banjo-Tooie right here has this price from back at Game World, EB Games from the 90s, and it also has the last name of this person that I don't know. Some collectors keep those things and they don't take the Sharpie away, they don't take the sticker away, because it's almost like,
shows its history.
It shows its history, man.
And sometimes getting those stickers off is a huge pain in the butt, especially when it's over a label.
And if it's
true.
over two maybe several decades of it being on there,
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
but
Dude, you could be adding to its history.
Sure. I know I could probably increase its monetary value, right? But I feel like that's how it will satisfy me and give it its charm, is by keeping it the way that I found it.
Okay.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I personally would have it graded. Unless my fear of the post office losing it got too great, or FedEx or UPS, right, whoever. That would be my greatest fear. And not even like, oh, that's because they suck. No, just happenstance. A hurricane happens, and that would be my one thing. Now, if I could go to a convention and hand it to them and then have them graded on the spot, I would probably do that. I would, for that game. I wouldn't do it for Zelda amiibos, though. Though that would be really cool. I do have my amiibos in a dust protector. Not this one right here, but I do have them in some kind of dust protector, only because, I'm a giant dork. But that's like not having them graded whatsoever.
But I have been getting, actually, out of all the people that I've asked about grading, Actually, I don't ask. They usually come and find me and tell me to grade it. I've had several people, man, prominent people, like they call me Solo on Instagram, friend of mine. Um, he's a big N64 fiend, and he's told me you need to get it graded. You need to get it graded. And I think the biggest turnoff about the grading was the, getting lost in the mail kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I guess that is the main thing. It would break my heart, absolutely break my heart if I send it off and it just doesn't come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that would be heartbreaking.
And
So,
yeah, and like I said, it could be a million reasons why. And at the end of the day, if the post office or FedEx, if they even admit, yeah, it's 100% our fault, we're really sorry. Well, your sorry doesn't help. I lost my unicorn.
right. And then at that point, it would be like, I lost it because I wanted to, mess with something that really didn't need to be messed with. You know what I mean? So
There's an old ancient story from the motherland. There was this dog who had a bone, and he was so happy and proud with his bone, right? And then he came across the pond, and he looked down and he saw this other dog in the pond with a bigger bone because the reflection of the pond made everything seem bigger and magnified. And he jumped in to get the bone, and in the process, he lost his bone because he was so happy and proud of his first bone. So there you go. There's a story. You might think that we planned this. Huh?
That's a great analogy. That's a better analogy than mine.
Yeah, you might think that we planned that, but no, everything's off the cuff here on the podcast. So
speaking off the cuff, why don't you open up that box there, Ken?
Okay, yeah. So did we have anything else going on? Matt the Gaming Man talked about how Platinum was a little too busy with Astro Chain, which I have still yet to play. I still have to play Astro Chain.
I'm halfway through. That's a great game.
I know. I've seen Rat Boy and his playthrough 3 days early, and I really want to play it. But so yeah, Bayonetta's the all guns pointed at Bayonetta. So, anyways, a couple weeks back, you guys were at a gaming convention. William, what was that gaming convention called?
It's Retro World Expo.
Retro World Expo. So a couple weeks back, you guys were there, and you were so kind to send me a package. So I have the package. I actually had it. All I have to do is reach in and grab it. I have no idea what it is though. So I had my wife
grab the thing in the middle first.
I don't.
The way that I put it.
I don't think I can, because what I did was I had my wife open it and put it in a different box because I was afraid that it would be too hard to get out.
Okay.
So I have no idea what the contents are.
Okay.
And so I can't grab the middle. So here, I will reach in though. So this is me doing unboxing something. Here's some cardboard.
It's still wrapped in paper.
Hang on. I gotta put it down. Hang on. All right, I'm reaching in. Okay, my eyes are closed. Do you want me to open this one first?
Yes.
Okay, so my eyes are closed. Let me guess what it is. It's cardboard, like cardstock.
Paper.
Huh?
So it looks
Damon
like
got it. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to guess. So I'm gonna open my eyes.
Just cut it open.
It's nothing. Wait a second. Okay,
cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Be careful. It looks like a scroll. So be careful.
Yeah, it's a scroll. Ooh. All right, I'm cutting the tape.
Now we're gonna place bets on whether this is gonna smack you in the face this time.
Let's hope the scroll and not the knife. All right.
Okay, looks like we got some signatures going on. Oh, look at this. Move over. Oh, wow. Who did you get to sign this?
Every vendor that we could possibly get ourselves near to be able to sign that and as a gift for you.
Oh,
as well as some guests as well.
That is super cool. That is very thoughtful too. Thank you so much for that.
That's awesome, dude.
Okay. And that's the one that you saw in the pictures when we were posting pictures of what the booth looked like.
Okay.
That was the one that was hanging over the booth.
Okay, so here we go. We got the Move Over Kids official banner. If me and David, if we go to E3 again, or if we're ever at a table together, maybe this will be our banner, and it'll be the traveling pants where people just sign it.
That's what I said.
Nice.
Okay, is there other stuff in the box?
Yes, there was. There's one more item.
One more item. Okay, I'm gonna reach in.
If it's still wrapped in paper, you should feel it like a big ball of.
No, it's not wrapping paper. Okay, so I have this.
All right.
It's in a plastic. Feels like I can open the plastic, so
You can.
and there's like an indent here. I'm not looking at it, anybody. You guys probably think, oh yeah, he knows what it is. I really don't. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to guess what this is because it feels like the size of a card deck. So
Close.
like 52 cards. That's my closest guess. So I'm going to open my eyes now, and I'm going to look at it. Whoa, what is this? Okay, so we got Legend of Zelda 2. My Legend of Zelda 2 is my least favorite Zelda game, but it's also my favorite artwork. So it's like weird. I have this weird relationship with Zelda 2.
It was mostly picked up. Open the box and you'll see what I'm talking about. It was mostly picked up because it was Zelda related. I got David the Kirby. I got William the Mega Man. I got you the Link, and then I got myself the Punch Out.
Dude, that's so cool, man. Very thoughtful of you guys.
Hang on.
Yeah,
All right.
some were in cases and some weren't. It just depended on.
It has a sticker, so
how
let me
many
cut
they
the
had
sticker
left.
real quick.
And just giving a shout out to the company that made them. They were called Glitch Corp. They make enamel pins and stickers. They're pretty cool.
I want to go to their website now.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
had a
so-
lot of really cool stuff on there.
Really
Here's
nice
this.
people.
Oh, all the backs fell out. But
Yeah, they had they were in little.
oh, that is super cool. Look at this, guys. So we got dang it. Don't worry.
Don't get stabbed. We're gonna send you a bubble next time.
A bubble. I'll pop it. So, we got this, and we got Link in his downward, not his downward slash, but his like bending down slash, and then I forget what this is called, but it's one of those. I hate these things. These things jump out at you. They're a big pain in the butt. So Glitch Corp. So this is from Glitch Corp, and thank you guys. That was very thoughtful, and it's a very cool. They have a sticker as well. Very cool. Very, very cool. So thank you. I don't. Sorry it took me so long to open it. I really appreciate that. It is really cool. I'm going to put it somewhere I will put it where I will be able to see this on multiple angles. And another interesting fact about Zelda 2 is that this princess that is the one that you have to rescue is actually a second Zelda. In this timeline, there are literally two Zeldas at the same time, which is very weird because this Zelda was put to sleep when her brother tried to kill her. Or no,
It's the I think it's one of the first one that they officially said like after the incident happened, every princess was to be called Zelda.
yeah, but this Zelda that's sleeping has the same magic that the Zelda in Zelda 1. Because the Zelda 1 Zelda still is alive in this timeline. And then they just so happened, Impa's like, oh yeah, there's a sleeping Zelda, and we want you to wake her. So when he wakes this Zelda up, there are two Zeldas. This is a Zelda from the past, actually. And then the Zelda from Zelda 1 is still awake as well. So there's a lot of, like, Zelda 2 had a lot of interesting things going on for it.
But William, did you remember about this?
Oh yes.
What's with the dice?
Okay, it's a long
Yes.
story.
Oh,
But when we were at the hotel getting ready to go to bed for the convention for the first day, I was trying to plug in my phone behind where the mattress was, and I had to like move the mattress a little bit. So I find this D12 dice on the ground under the bed.
Oh,
I
nice.
just thought it was the weirdest thing to find.
As well as a sock,
Yeah. That was odd, but
which we threw away, which we should have given to Dobby.
Well,
There was
thank
a
you for not
Dobby at one
sending
of
me
the
the
booths.
sock.
yeah. No, like we decided to keep the dice just because I thought that was interesting. When you mentioned the traveling pants thing, I was like, okay, that reminded me.
And Prank said, "Oh, Zelda talk is way too much for me to take in right now." Zelda talk can be it can, if you really dive too far deep into the rabbit hole of Zelda talk, then yeah, it is it can be too much for anybody. And 60 Formula says, "What up? Hope you're ready for that mansion." Who's ready? Even though it's a hotel, does that bother anybody that this is Luigi's hotel and not Luigi's mansion?
No.
Then it must be me. It kind of bugs me.
It fits. I don't know. It fits. It's kind of like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, the movies. At the end of the day, it's still about dinosaurs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Jurassic World, though, expands upon it. And Luigi's Mansion, it's not...
I get what you're saying, that there's no correlation between the nomenclature of the theme. I understand, but
Wow,
it would be weird if they would have just said Luigi's Hotels. It'd be more of like a pitch. He'd be pitching you like to come and buy a timeshare or something. You know what I mean?
What about Mario Hotel from the CDI days?
We don't talk about that, man.
Well, it's like
Luigi's going to keep the light on for you.
But it's like William was saying a while ago that Luigi's Mansion is just Mario's missing like 3.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, the original Luigi's Mansion, it's Mario's missing 2. Yes, Luigi's Mansion 3 is just Mario's missing 4.
So, Ken, I wanted to ask this. Now that the bruising probably went down from Ring Fit, did you actually play it?
Oh, yeah. So he's talking last week. I opened Ring Fit Adventure and it smacked me right in the face. And that hurt. I actually, if anybody wants to watch it, you can either watch last week's podcast or like 2 videos ago. I actually just clipped it out and you can watch it pretty much. Like the first 10 seconds you see, I just was like, just got wrecked by the Wii Fit or Ring Fit Adventure. Anyways, no, I haven't tried it yet. I still need to. I'm seeing that everybody is kind of liking it. Everybody is like, all the reviews are very positive, and I doubt anybody will ever really beat it, except for like a couple hardcore. I don't even know, because usually the hardcore gamers are like, let's just say they're not the most in shape of the, I don't know. Anyways, and I'm the same way. Like, I wonder if I could ever beat this game because I need to play it though. Because I've been actually trying to lose a couple pounds, so like I have no excuse. I'm its target audience, Nintendo fanboy who wants to lose a couple pounds. So I need to actually get on the ball and do it. I've just been like crazy busy with work this week, and hopefully I'll get to play it. I haven't sued Nintendo though. Do you think I should sue Nintendo, anybody?
No.
Nah,
No, man. I would suggest
that was
against
your own
that.
fault.
I think that probably garnered you quite a few subscribers, right?
Yeah.
It did.
I mean, dude, you have like 500 views on it, I think, last time I checked.
Yeah, it was like 500 views. 500 people watched it, and
Within 2 hours, I think it was 150 views. I was at work and I saw the highlight, and I was like,
Yeah, me
I
too.
couldn't hear anything, but I was like, yeah, that guy just got smacked in the face. And I was there to see it live.
yeah.
So
I watched it. I cringed because I see myself trying to like power through after I got like smacked. Like, oh yeah,
I'm like, Ken's really, trying to garner those subs, man. Now he's putting himself through pain. What are you, like an exhibitionist or something like that, or what?
You know what? If I thought I could get, like, if somebody was to say, I'll give you 100 subscribers right now if you smack your face again with the Ring Fit, I would do it. I totally would.
So if they promised you 100 subscribers every time you equally smacked yourself with the same amount of force, would you do it?
Yeah. No,
And would you
no
exploit
question
it
asked.
until you started like losing teeth?
Yeah, I would do
and
it.
like bleeding from the nose. Like we see Ken, he has his 100,000 subscriber badge, but he's just like completely decimated in the face.
I'm telling you
He starts looking like Rocky.
I'm telling you the honest truth. Like people like beat 'em ups and RGT 85, they wouldn't do it for anything less than like 100,000 subscribers or a video to get like 100,000 views, you know. But me, no, I would like give me something, you know. I would take this pin. I would take for 100 subscribers, I would take this pin and just stick it right into my chin or cheek. I'm like, I have no shame whatsoever. The only thing stopping me is the fact that I know I won't get 100 subscribers from it. Like, if there was a petition, like a go change.org petition, 100 people petition Ken to do this, Ken would do it.
Okay.
That was good stuff, man.
Yeah, very.
I wish I could do it more. I wish I could like I could fake that stuff better, like those ideas, but I guess that's a little bit of the charm of the podcast. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I do need to play it. All right, we got about... Oh, that's 60 Formula said the one thing I probably wouldn't do. Even for 1 million subs. Ooh, 1 million subs. I don't know. I actually have no idea if I would do it for 1 million subs. Probably... Ooh. He said... Ken would eat a roach for 1 million subs. I'm very anti-cockroach, and so like that would be something I'd have to think about. Now I would I'd eat a horse. Like, is that okay? Or like, give me an animal, name an animal, and I'd probably eat it. Or tarantula. A tarantula.
Oh.
I'd eat a tarantula for 1,000, for 1 million subs.
Get out of here with that one. Ugh, spiders.
Yeah, I do not like spiders at all.
My God.
I wouldn't eat it raw. Maybe I would. I don't know. I'm like being honest here. There's just so much I would do in order to like get that many subscribers. But the thing is, I just don't know. He's 60's like, I know you hate them, but it's 1 million subs, bro. Just eat it.
He's egging you on over here.
I just don't know. See, that's how I'm just being honest. I don't know if I could eat a roach for 1 million subs.
60 says it like if he's got it like sauteed on a pan with some salt and pepper already, you know? Like,
Maybe.
Like,
is it alive? How big is it? Is it one of the big roaches, like a Texas roach? Or are we talking like just a mini roach?
it's probably talking about your Americana Periplaneta. Look it up, man. Those are those suckers.
Ooh, I don't know. I'll just be honest with you. Like I said, I would smack myself in the face with 1,000 Ring Fit Adventures for 100 subs, but I don't know if I could eat a roach for 1 million. That's just me being honest here.
No, I wouldn't.
Isn't fear factor.
Milton says it's good protein. Milton says it's good protein, so I don't know.
Did you hear that thing about they found out a way to milk a cockroach, and it's very high in protein, like it's considered a superfood.
Milk a cockroach.
Yeah, and apparently it has like a really nice maple taste, like maple syrup.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it, buddy.
Oh, dude, trust me, you know how I feel about those suckers too, man.
Oh wait, 60 says it touched Spawn Wave. That changes everything. It's probably a gold cockroach if it touched Spawn Wave, because everything he touches turns to gold. Silky gold. That's how they get the cockroach. Spawn Wave himself is milking these cockroaches.
So wrong.
I don't know how we got into this conversation, man.
Yeah, how we need
move
the
on.
chat. We need the chat, not 60, to come up with something for us to talk about. Otherwise, we're going to be talking cockroaches for the next 17 minutes.
And then Ken's gonna have nightmares for the next week. Okay.
Pepsi's. Imagine being the guy who was paid to drink the cockroach milk.
Oh.
Yeah, how many cockroaches do you have to milk to get a full glass? You know.
I have no idea, man.
Move on.
Okay.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
I want to raise.
Uh,
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. That all started because Devin asked, "How's your face?" from Ring Fit Adventure.
Well, true.
So I blame you, Devin.
All right, whatever.
So, anyways, let's talk.
and I'm sorry. I'm trying not to yawn. I was like, my sleep schedule was all screwed up today.
Well, yeah, you work midnight, so you're allowed to yawn right now and everything.
Yeah. Well, I usually go to bed when I get home, and I was up. We went to an event at the mall, so I didn't get home till I think around 3:00. So, and then I up around 8:00 and woke up with a headache, and so I'm trying not to. That's why I keep covering my mouth.
It's not your breath, at least.
No, well, you can't. No, that's not going over the airwaves here.
You know what? Pepsi. How do you say that? Pesty 3.
Pesty.
He asks, "Are you dressing up for Halloween?" And that made me think of what I wanted to originally talk about tonight. But first off, is anybody dressing up for Halloween?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I can for work, but I can't. Like most of the costumes I have, I can't really wear at work.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be safe for the workplace.
All right, and what do you got there, Devin?
It's an Oogie Boogie, almost footy pajama.
60's going as Gordon Ramsay. That guy, Gordon Ramsay. That guy like stresses me out when I watch him.
I love Gordon Ramsay.
What's up, Tyler?
I'm on the Gordon Ramsay team, man.
And it's Peps. Okay, so, oh no wait, Pepsi, not Pepsi.
Pesty.
Like a
Pesty.
pest. Just think of like a pest, but pesty.
Okay, Pesty. He's a pesty one. And okay, so dresses Doug Bowser.
Formula.
60
cracking me up tonight, man.
60 is he is 60 Formula. If you guys want to learn about dogs, huskies, go to 60 Formula's channel. What about you? Are you?
I can just hold on. I can just imagine kids going up to his door, saying trick or treat. He just says,
You know what though? Gordon Ramsay is actually very kind to kids. It's adults.
He is. I've
gets
noticed that he loves children, man.
He gets like. He puts an adult in 2 pieces of bread and makes them say they're a stupid sandwich.
Probably because the people that he comes across that are his age act more like children than children do,
Yeah, when it comes to children, he's like, hey, it's all right. This is how we learn. Mistakes. Tyler's girlfriend is dressing up, but he feels too old for trick-or-treating. You're never too old. What about you, David? You trick-or-treating? You dressing up?
I don't think I'm going to trick-or-treat, but I got invited to a Halloween party, and I'm probably just going to be like a ninja or a samurai. One of the two.
A ninja or a samurai? You could do it with the hair.
The hair to be either one, so I guess I'll just use that to my advantage.
Yeah, samurai, dude. You're a samurai. The Mexican samurai.
Mexican samurai.
I had a bunch of Halloween stuff like with my work and stuff, but I have like I'm like the biggest nerd at my work. So like I had like a hoodie. You know that hoodie that I wear sometimes that is kind of looks like a knight or whatever. Anyways, I just had a hoodie that I put on, and everybody thought I was like the coolest person there because no one has an imagination. And so I was able to just like kind of slide in with just what I had this year. And next year I'll just go back to being Bacon or something because I have like a Bacon costume, but I didn't want to do it too many years in a row. But what I wanted to originally talk about tonight, and we got about 12 minutes now, so let's get on topic, guys. What is the scariest game you've ever played since it's Halloween? And I will say this also, while you guys think of that, Happy Council Gamer said that Luigi's Mansion 3 is the best Halloween game of all time. So I'm not saying Happy Council Gamer is somebody that, I don't know, I think his opinion's relevant, and he got himself a copy of the game, I'm assuming through Nintendo, and he said it is literally the best Halloween game of all time. Not one of the best. He said the best. So that's something to think about. Obviously, we can't say whether or not it is, but what do you guys say? What is your scariest or greatest? Because Luigi's Mansion is not scary. What is your scariest or best Halloween game out there? It doesn't have to be Halloween.
I just want to start off by saying, Happy Console Gamer, the YouTube series GameSack, they did a video of making your own YouTube series, and they parodied Happy Console Gamer.
Oh yeah,
their series. Yeah, I showed Devin the video.
Oh, okay. I was
when we were
about
at
to
the
say
convention.
the one you showed me.
Well, am I wrong?
Yes.
I don't want to promote a scumbag. Is Happy Council Gamer a good guy?
Yes, he's a good guy.
Oh, okay, good.
But they went and they were doing imitations of different YouTubes. So they imitated Happy Console Gamer. They imitated Metal Jesus, the Angry Video Game Nerd, Irate Gamer.
Gotcha.
They even imitated themselves in the video at one point.
Gotcha. Okay, so what's your scariest game, William, out there? Or how? Because I don't think there's many Halloween themed games.
Well, my joke response is always Kool-Aid Man on the Intellivision, because when the kids you're playing as get attacked by the thirsty, there's this scream, and it's not a scream you'd normally hear on the old systems.
Oh yeah.
But if I was to go for my real answer, it could be Fatal Frame on the PS2.
Fatal Frame, PS2. Okay.
Yeah,
And
you
why
play
would
that, you play that in the dark, and it's creepy.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
Oh.
And what about you, Devin? What's your scariest game or creepiest game or whateverest game?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know how many people actually still are even able to play it or still have it, but I would say PT on the PS4, the Silent Hills trailer that unfortunately got canceled.
Mhm.
Definitely the scariest thing I've ever played, because that legit gave me nightmares after playing it. But like a game that's actually out there that anybody can get a hold of right now, it's Layers of Fear.
Layers of Fear on the Switch?
Well, any console that it comes on, I just like the game. Layers of Fear 1 and 2, they're tremendously scary.
What makes it so scary? Why is it Layers of Fear? Because that is on the Switch. It was released by Limited Run Games, who also earlier we talked about the fake Limited Run game thing. It was Revenge of the Birdman. Pepsi. Why am I having
Pepsi.
such a hard time with that? Words are hard. Anyways, he corrected us earlier. Why do you feel that Layers of Fear is such a scary game?
Well, I think it's kind of subjective what horror kind of goes on certain people anyway. But for me, I've always been more of a fan of like not psychological horror, but the way that Silent Hill kind of puts things. It's either just grotesque, evil-looking creatures. I've always liked things like Pyramid Head and the way things show up in Silent Hill. So that's why I like Layers of Fear. It also has the psychological horror because it's just trippy in a way. And it just kind of plays with your mind. I like that type of thing. Some people will probably not consider that to be very scary at all, but I just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the trippy stuff. I'm not a big fan of gore, but unless it's like it's hard for me to be like, yeah, that gore was like, that was just the right amount of blood, you know, and it's like 30 buckets. So usually gore is something that I shy away from, and it's just because
that's not exactly what I'm getting at either, though. It's just like I like things also like gothic horror, like and things like H.P. Lovecraft do, like cosmic horror.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Call of Cthulhu and the Sunken City are pretty decent games to me.
Oh, okay.
So I just like that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. And what about you, David? What would you say is a really good Halloween game?
Halloween game?
Well,
or
I
scary
put it,
game? Because I was going with like just scary.
I say scary. I think scary, horror, anything can really fall into the Halloween category.
And before David shows up, there is those games called Costume Quest.
Costume Quest.
It's I think it's you play as like a group of little kids that's actually going out on a Halloween night. I don't know a lot about it, but that is a Halloween themed game.
Oh, really? I did not know. But what would you say is your scariest game then? Also, while you think 60s still, my new channel is going to be called Slide In Adults. Would you mind? If as long as we can collab, Slide In Adults.
That sounds like an 18+ channel.
Yeah. YouTube is going the way of mature content, gets better ads. So maybe you should go for it. You know what? Go for it. But I want to do a collab. Slide In Adults. Move over, kids.
All right, go on.
This, you know me. This is a very multifaceted answer for me, Ken. If that's cool with you.
You have like 5 minutes.
Okay, so I can tell you the first scary experience I had was on the PS1. The Clock Tower series.
Okay,
dude, I forgot about that game.
Yeah, Clock Tower and Silent Hill, the first one. I remember playing it with my uncle as a kid in first grade, way before I needed to be playing it. And in China, when I went in 2001 as a 9-year-old, we befriended someone there, and he had a PS1, and he had something that was not American exclusive at all. It was like probably Japanese exclusive. Literally, there's a disclaimer in the beginning that he translated, and this is the motion that he did. He said, he pointed at me, he said no, and then he went to his heart and he went like this. Because the disclaimer said it may cause heart palpitations or something. I'm not sure.
but
he's like
death.
He's like, don't play this, and then he gave me Pac-Man World to play. But another thing was a scary moment was in Ocarina of Time, the in the well, when you go in the well as a kid.
Oh yeah, that stupid thing, truth, that hand thing,
and you kind of see like the pre-version of the Shadow Temple.
Mm-hmm.
That was really creepy as a 4th grader. And then, but I would say the first moment where I played a game and I was just like, I felt like a sense of helplessness was Resident Evil 4, the village section. You know, because you're thrown into this unknown area. You have very limited resources, and then all of a sudden the chainsaw guy starts chasing after you, and very little context. You're thrown in a situation, and people are trying to kill you, and the way that Capcom designed their control scheme, where you can't run and shoot at the same time, and it was the perfect storm. And I think that is still one of like my top 10 games of all time. It's amazing. But another one that, yep.
Go on.
I was just gonna say another one that is really, really good scary game, but underrated, I think, is the Condemned series.
I love Condemned. I actually forgot about that one. The first game was so good.
What about Five Nights at Freddy's?
That jump scare to end all jump scares, but not really. I don't know.
So that'll jump scare you, but it doesn't really do much for you.
No, not really. At least not for me. That's why I think I find it very, very weird that all that suddenly became very popular with literal children. Because if you read the backstory in the books that were written by Scott Cawthon, they're killing kids. Yeah,
it's definitely not a kids game.
So go on.
But that was it. I mean, those are those are the ones that I consider really scary. But if you were to ask me like a very thematic Halloween-esque, I can give you a portion of a game. Will probably knows this. Pumpkin Hill on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It's a stage where you play as Knuckles, and literally the stage is called Pumpkin Hill, and there's pumpkins everywhere.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know if anybody else
so.
agrees on this one, but I think it was Ocarina of Time, when those creepy looking zombies.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
And you would hear that scream sound. I had nightmares of that because you couldn't run away. And you're just like, oh my god.
They're re-deads. I was actually, you took the words. That's what I was gonna say. Re-deads are the thing for me. I know Zelda is not a scary game series, but there are moments in the Zelda game that it gets freaky, and the re-deads are definitely things. And then they came back in Wind Waker, and you would think that the tune effect, making it all toony, would like make them less creepy.
Nope.
Yeah, you pull out the Master Sword, and then you walk out, and there's like everything's barren and deserted. And
you're all like, "Oh, sweet! I got the Master Sword. I'm gonna go kill Ganon."
Yeah, no kidding. And then it's like everyone's turned into a re-dead.
Yeah, like your friends.
I love Pose, man. I wish Pose would make a comeback.
I'm surprised they haven't. Honestly,
are they in Link's Awakening? Those skull things in the cemetery?
No, there's ghosts, but not Pose.
Ghosts, but not Pose.
Yeah.
Pose are really what are Pose in?
Ocarina of Time is the only thing that I remember them being in.
Yeah. I wonder why they haven't made more of an appearance, because usually why not? And they even got one little bit of itty bitty merchandise. But it's time. I think we're out of time. If you guys posted a comment or something and we didn't get to it, then sorry about that. That's sometimes the comment goes too quick and we just get off track talking about cockroach milk. So, it is what it is. Just repeat yourself. Oh yeah, you know what? Tyler actually mentioned something that I was thinking of. And he says Pose were in Twilight Princess, and same with Militant Pacifist. So, but he said he had nightmares from the Twilight Princess cutscene after the Water Temple. Yeah, there was this really freaky. It was like Link's friend is upside down, and then it starts raining her. It was so like, I was like, what am I watching? So yeah, there's definitely some moments, some elements of scariness in the Zelda series, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But that's pretty much it. Do you guys have anything you want to close out with before we wrap up our Halloween spooky episode of the podcast?
Yeah, there's Ken, just a question to close it out. Who would you rather let give you a goodnight kiss? Ganon or Girahim? It's not meant to be thought-provoking.
He's just now.
Well, what kind of kiss is it? Is it like
it's on the forehead? It's like like good night, son, and like tucks you in.
I don't know. I guess Ganon. I know him more.
Yeah, because Girahim might involve the tongue or something, right?
Yeah.
Like your ear.
Yeah, he was in. You're talking about the guy from Skyward Sword,
right?
Yeah, Ganon. I have a like. There's more of a known relationship, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That answers my question. So.
And 60 and Militant are with me though. They're saying Ganon, hands down. So
Ganon's got a manly kiss, is what he said.
That's not the reason why. I'm just going for the fact that I've known him more. Yeah, Ganon would more like headbutt me with his kiss. He'd be like,
it's called the Warlock kiss.
All right, on that note, so guys, it's Dangerous Go Alone. Thanks for putting up with the wonky schedule. We'll be back next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless my work, that thing about work, they want you to work sometimes. But it's been fun. Happy birthday, Riley.
Riley.
Happy birthday, Riley, on the 29th. And happy birthday. Oh, I'll see you before your birthday. Look out, though, because people are saying Nintendo Direct, but like I said, I'm pretty confident there's going to be a Nintendo Direct coming in November, no matter
November
what. If we
5th.
do, I will probably live it. So, guys, have a great night, and make sure you share this channel with a friend. See you later.